I'll look back through my email and see if I just.
They got a tree down there growing in the road.
What did you want?
My new swap.
Well, that's what I was suggesting.
No, just putting down somebody's hour. Some information, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't work, don't work.
I can't decide that because it's all day. It's hard to do it. I don't know, I'm waiting on our council to respond. Yeah, that's right. Oh, Michael, he'll eat Michael.
Man, pasture boots.
They will be by the end of the week.
I like that. She was playing something on here. Mike, you'll eat it, you'll eat it. He'll eat it. That's fine. Brad, tell me your station. What you doing? Good. I said, I don't know, it's my birthday. He said, well, you need to go. Brad, I said, okay. That 11-year-old man, that tractor had that figured out. They wanted it. First of all, I said, you guys look at this, you guys are Air Force, I'm not sure. It wasn't no Air Force. Never, you know, my father, well, his father was a farmer, he never did it actually, but he was a big gardener, so there was no power to put. No power to put. It was all hands. I had known him. That's the worst. You know what was the worst thing? Dave, the girl in high school that I eventually married, that Randy was a truck for, and I made a big truck for. His man, 6, 7, my concrete truck made him with that. You know, be in love, you say, yeah, I'll help. Yeah, I love it like you do. They let you do a bunch of things. I love watermelons all day. Square bells of hay. I tried to tackle a big old Hereford bull one time, trying to get his head down. Had him in the gate. He was on there and sticking his head up so you couldn't put the bare field. No, I didn't know trying to join that thing. I said, oh, I like that. I grabbed that curve. Football around him, I pulled his love, and about that time he went down a little bit, and he went up, and he threw me into a tree. That's when you start looking for that girl. Well. That's when I got me a job at the government, and they always every Saturday, so dark with them. So then I didn't have to do that around on that. Come out at the same time.
By the way, I'm sorry, they're getting this raw females.
Yeah.
It's just a lot.
Yeah.
It's just a lot.
It's just been one of those days. You're not the
It's been one of those.
You're not the only one out there. That's the guy got on like that with.
If anybody else is treating you like we treated you over the last 30 days,
Yeah. One of my favorite lines is Cheers. How life treats you, so you treat you. I love
money is one of those I ever saw. 20 years. They know
You hear me ask first morning. Well, I hope so. Oh, now I got. Oh, yeah.
How are you?
About 9% more.
I like my special Yeah, we are.
I said, that's what I used to push a pan with, was a rig truck. Every gun was coming, he said, "Shoot fire hard." Now, I'm gonna let you know, that if you get the back tires on that, you know,
We gave some away.
I'm not going to fire. I'm just gonna get up, they said, "You know what?"
Really are.
Yes, sir.
Who was that?
Here we go. So, Greg, Johnny,
I did notice that high school kid graduated last year. I went to school with his daddy, but anyway, I know he graduated last year. James. Yeah, James. He's falling in the mobile. Well, how to do well. They ain't gonna know.
he's hard to find.
It's really well done. He's real. Didn't he win in Indianapolis or something?
He wants straight.
All right, I'd like to welcome everybody to the Madison County Board of Commissioners regular business meeting for October 30th, 2023, 6 p.m. Please stand for the pledge.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Gentlemen, before you have a copy of the minutes from September 25th, 2023 regular business meeting, minutes from September 26th special call meeting, and minutes from October 2nd agenda setting work session. Please take a moment, look over those. If you see no discrepancy, I'll ask for a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second motion.
Motion by Commissioner Curtis, second by Commissioner Chandler. Any discussion, gentlemen? Hearing none. Commissioner Allen?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Business involving guest groups or multiple visitors. We are in the company of the retired teacher. Tonight, whole front row. We've been asked to do a proclamation. Whereas the governor of the state of Georgia has proclaimed the day of November 5th, 2023 as Retired Educators Day in Georgia. And whereas there are more than 142,000 retired educators in Georgia, 32,000 of whom are members of the Georgia Retired Educators Association. And whereas 65 years, the Georgia Retired Educators Association has dedicated its efforts to improving the welfare of retired educators and has provided opportunities for them to become involved in community activities. And whereas it is appropriate that a day be designated for citizens to express their appreciation for the contributions that retired educators have made and continue to make for the betterment of the human lives and for our society. Whereas on Retired Educators Day, the County of Madison County recognizes the individuals for their time and commitment to bettering out community and encouraging citizens to express their gratitude for the work done by retired educators. Gentlemen, I would entertain a motion to approve this proclamation.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Doster, second by Commissioner Chandler. Any discussion, gentlemen?
Got a retired educator at home. I'm happy to support this.
Thank you for that. Now, I'm sorry, Mr. Chandler?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, therefore, be it resolved, the Board of Commissioners of Madison County hereby proclaims November 5th, 2023 as Retired Educators Day, and I call upon the citizens of Madison County to observe that day in appropriate manner, honoring retired educators. So resolved by the Madison County Board of Commissioners, October 30th, 2023. Ladies, please come forward. Thank you.
If y'all want to stand up here, we'll take a picture of the board in the newspaper. Yes, ma'am. We'll have them line up behind y'all.
Yeah. Tina, you want me to move that podium?
Yeah. Yeah. You already used to. Okay, let me get my phone too.
Don't squeeze it.
All right.
You're talking.
1, 2, 3. Oh, I can't see Terry. Can you? There we go. Nope, right there. All right, 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank y'all.
Thank y'all so much.
We appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming tonight, huh?
Okay.
Good to see you too.
See you next Tuesday.
I'm sorry, huh?
See you next Tuesday.
Oh, that's right, that's right. Yes, I got it on my calendar.
All right.
So while we have retired teachers and educators here, we also have a current whole Sanford, part of our board, and we're thankful for it. One in their ranks? No, you'll be joining the ranks eventually.
Quick as you can. Quick as you can.
I still like to tell a story about Miss Linda K. Holloman. If you were privileged enough to go to South Madison Middle School and survive the water, if you ever got in trouble, you were going to see Miss Linda K. Holloman. It was a fact. And I'm positive that my feet came 6 inches off the ground when she hit me with that paddle. She did not have to repeat herself, as I'd never done that before. But was my history teacher in 7th grade.
She should have hit you upside the head.
I still blame the brain damage from the paddle that you gave me. Thank you so much. Chairman's report. Unfortunately, it's long. TJ and Friends have a fundraiser event October 7th. There were nearly 100 cars registered for the event and $10,000 raised to help support cancer patients in Madison County. This is one of the highlight events that the county puts on. The county does not have anything to do with it, but to have this group here in our county raising money for cancer patients, and 100% of all proceeds goes back to people in this county. If you're not part of TJ and Friends, or have never went to one of their events, please do so. The Pioneer Harvest Festival held on October 21st at the Comer Fairgrounds, facilitated by the Chamber of Commerce. On behalf of the Board of Commissioners, we would like to thank everyone who participated and came out to host such a great event. There were over 2,000 citizens in attendance, and this was the best year the Harvest Festival has had. The 2,000 citizens, I believe, was an understatement, because I think those 2,000 may have been, that cycle revolved. It was huge. The vendors, thank you for the vendors that came out. Thank you for the citizens that bought from the vendors. It was a great day, beautiful weather. Chamber of Commerce did a great job. Halloween in the park. Update, we would like to thank the Chamber of Commerce with partnering with the Madison County Recreation Department for hosting an outstanding family event October 27th. There were 34 vendors and candy stations for trick-or-treaters. Before I say thank you, item number 4 goes along with that. Inaugural Zombie 5K Run updates. The Senior Center had over 30 volunteers to facilitate the Zombie Run. There were 91 registered runners. We appreciate the community coming together and participating in the success of both of these events. We look forward to having more community events in the future. While the Halloween in the Park at the same time was a dual role with the inaugural Zombie 5K Run, again, this event was huge. I would say there was close to 1,500 at least. You were there. You saw it. It was an enormous turnout. The kids were having a ball. John H. Jones was there at the same time. I think they raised about $1,860 that night. But anyway, thank you for everybody that attended the Trunk or Treat in the Park. I guess that's what you want to call it. But it was a great event. The John H. Jones Lodge, Masonic Lodge, number 348, located here on Crawford W. Long, has raised $13,266 for several projects for Madison County kids and will impact over 415 kids in Madison County. The Lodge would like to say thank you to everyone who's made the donations and purchased tickets for their fundraisers. Again, all the money that John H. Jones Lodge raises goes back into our kids in our county. So if you ever see Boston Butts or sandwiches or hot dogs, whatever, please participate. The 2023 Tire Amnesty event is going on now through November 4th, 8 a.m. until 4:30 p.m., Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Only citizens can take advantage of this event to rid of old tires. I was riding road today and I saw several trailer loads of old tires that obviously hasn't made it yet. So please take advantage of getting rid of your old tires. The Northeast Georgia Regional The Northeast Georgia Regional Transit Development Plan is being led in partnership by the Georgia Department of Transportation, Northeast Georgia Regional Commission, and Blue Cypress Consulting. An 18-month planning process will help identify public transit needs and opportunities to inform future transit system investments across the 12 counties making up Northeast Georgia region. Currently, only 5 of the 12 Northeast Georgia counties and 1 city have a public transit system available to its residents. The TDP will allow the NEGRC, Northeast Georgia Regional Commission, to create strategies to consider regional needs and travel patterns, identify and implement transit projects in the service area. The format of the public transit differs based on location. In rural areas, transit leads to be demands response dial-a-ride format, while urban areas tend to have a fixed route bus service. This transit development plan will work to identify how to blend those formats in a way to service the residents of all 12 counties. You can please go online. There's a survey online until November 10th. It's www.surveymonkey.com.
It's on our county website,
Yeah,
too.
that's going to be easier. Just go to the county website. That's a lot.
And number 7.
Yeah.
Fall recycling event will be Saturday, November 18th from 10 a.m. until 12 p.m. at the Government Complex. This event will offer document shredding, medication take-back, batteries, chargers, cell phones, ink cartridges, books, clothes, and shoes. That it is located here. They normally set up out front at the main entrance. Every year, that's huge. I think if you follow the newspaper, I want to say each year there's several hundred pounds of paper for shredding, and then the medicine take-back is also huge. The courthouse division quarterly report from the sheriff's office. This is the 3rd quarter. We've had 53 court sessions 17,214 contacts with citizens, 1 entry denial, and 13 courthouse meetings. This is what's happened at the front door of this courthouse so far this year. That's the third quarter. By the end of the year, we'll see over 60,000 people come through the front door of this courthouse. The Board of Commissioners has partnered with the University of Georgia Carl Vinson Institute of Government to structure an economic development strategy plan. The Economic Development Committee will have 2 retreats. The committee representation consists of Board of Commissioners, Board of Education, Chamber of Commerce, Industrial Development Building Authority, and each municipality. The county should have a final plan in the spring of 2024. Our first meeting is November 2nd. That's a mouthful. Yes.
That was, I don't have an update from.
Just that they did a good job.
Yes, so we had 2 different fairs going on. We had the health fair and the blood drive here in the county. Both of those events, which the public can be part of, was a huge success. I actually saw a lot of Facebook comments that was actually positive about the health fair. Please, take notice of some of this stuff in the paper. I will tell you, we have a lot of things coming up. You're going to hear us talk about it over the next several months. There'll be more stuff going on in the fall around Thanksgiving, and then we're going to start up all the Christmas programs. City of Isla's Christmas, City of Comer's Christmas, City of Danielsville's Christmas. Please notate those dates. Write it down somewhere so you know not to miss these things. It's fun. It's fun. There's a lot of buy-in in our community right now. And let's keep the momentum going with that positive outlook. I know the kids are enjoying it, and I'm very thankful to our cities who's done a good job, every single city has, in putting these events together, because there's a lot of work involved in putting this stuff together. So, thank you to all the cities. Statements and remarks from citizens on tonight's agenda. All right. Whole business. Consider a resolution establishing the 2024 election qualifying fees. Just for the record, we have a copy of them here. If you'd like to know what it takes to qualify for a particular spot, the sheriff's office is $2,300. Clerk of court is about $1,900. Tax commissioner is $1,900. Probate judge is about $1,900. The BOC chair, which is this seat, is $2,300. District 1 and District 2 commissioners is $216. Coroner is $511. Board of Education is $104, and county surveyor is $10. So there's just some numbers for you if you decide to run for one of these races. Good luck. Be careful. While I'm on that, I want to say this, because political signs is going out, and I'm going to blanket when I say this. Be cautious of where you put your political signs. If they're on a state highway, if they're on the right-of-way, they will get removed. Nobody has stole your signs, but DOT will have them at their location. You're welcome to pick them up. Our county road department will do the same thing. If they are within our right-of-ways, when we bush hog, we're not picking your sign up, cutting the grass, and putting it back for you. We're taking it with us. You can pick them up at the road department. So please keep in mind, if you're running for a race, put your signs in the appropriate places. That's all I got to say about that. Now, Board of Commissioners, I'll entertain a motion to set the qualifying fees.
Motion, fees be approved as noted. Second.
Motion by Commissioner Adams, second by Commissioner Kirk. Any discussion, gentlemen? Hearing none. Gentlemen?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, gentlemen. All right, new business. Consider a camper permit extension for James and Alexa Pace. Are you here? Give us a brief description of what we're doing.
We've been in our camper, our permit runs out November 14th, I believe,
Okay.
and we're requesting a 6-month extension.
How far along are you?
The foundation was completed last week, The waterproofing should be this week, and then the floor system starting next week. The well is scheduled any day now, so we're hoping by February.
Okay. I saw Mr. Pritchett back there. Is there anything you want to add, sir?
Just that the progress on this one has been a little slow. They were right at the 1 year mark for the footings. They have passed the footing inspection and T-pole inspection. I believe she has pictures of,
I have pictures of the foundation if you want to
of
see them.
the current status.
No, we got our attached.
So the foundation's not ready yet.
I guess I have a question. So it's been slow, is there a reason it's been slow, and then why do you think that you can finish it in 6 months now?
Honestly, we hired a grader, and we ended up having to find a new grader to come in and clean up some of the work that was done and start over on certain parts on the driveway and the grading where the house was going. It took longer to get the final floor plans from the architect. It took a little bit of time to find a builder that we feel comfortable working with. And now we have one, and he's saying February, so we're very hopeful on that.
Okay, so you're pretty confident that that's gonna happen?
Yes. And we don't want to be in the camper any more than we have to, anyway.
Yeah, I will make a motion that we give them a 6-month extension with the understanding that we'll probably, once that's over with, if it's not done, then you'll probably have to find somewhere to live while it's being completed.
Second motion.
I have a motion by Commissioner Kirk, second by Commissioner Shannon. Any other discussion, gentlemen? Hearing none. Commissioner Kirk?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
Consider a camper permit extension for Sheldon Spivey. Hello, sir.
Hello, how are you?
Good, sir.
Asking for a 6-month extension on camper permit while I'm building as well.
Okay. Currently,
What do you have? I don't know if he's got any pictures that he took. That's it.
Oh, okay. All right, so you're, Eddie, would you say we're 70%, 60%?
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't had a rough in yet, but the home is in the dry, from these pictures. So he should be, calling just any time now for his rough in.
Yeah, I renewed those permits last week.
Yes.
I think it was.
Yes, that's right.
HVAC and electricals.
And he made some changes to his permit as well, expanded his square footage and such, so he caught all that up and re-permitted everything.
So you have no issues? Thank you, sir. All right. Any other questions, gentlemen?
With this 6-month extension to be granted.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Chandler, second by Commissioner Kirk. Any other discussion, gentlemen? Hearing none. Commissioner Doster? Oh, I'm sorry.
Can you finish it?
Good question. My wife and I are building this house as we go. We have been. We don't have any bank involved. We're contracting it ourselves. Short answer is, I'd love to be through by April. But the way the contracting has been going, it's difficult to get them in there. When they say they're gonna be there, my hope is to be done before April. I'd love to be in it first of the year, but.
I would advise you on that part to follow up, with Eddie Pritchett, because there's certain things you may not have to get your CO. Let's just say if you're waiting on hardwoods, I don't know that that's part of it.
We tend to not worry about cosmetic issues,
Correct.
just code issues.
Yeah. So at that point, if you need to reference anybody, contact his office so you can put those other on and maintain your 6-month window for your priority. Thank you, sir. A motion by Commissioner Chandler, second by Commissioner Kirk. No other discussion, gentlemen? Mr. Schultz?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. And I've come by it today, it looks great, by the way.
Thank you, I appreciate it, we're proud of it.
Consider awarding and contracting with Pavement Marketing LLC for the LMEG, SAP project.
Yep.
It's a Monday.
So this is the only company that turned in a sealed bid. They turned in a proposed price of $300,000. On your top sheet, you'll see, our award amount was $235,000. With our 70% is $70,500. So the contract price will be for $305,500.
Is everybody familiar with the SAP project?
The safety action plan, it's just a striping project. It's through LMIG. So LMIG, our normal LMIG we do every year. We do an SAP and we do an EEE program. So this is just one of the state fundings that's offered that we applied for. Let me see. All the roads will be a double yellow center line. We'll do stop bars and stuff ourselves. It saves a lot of money. You're able to get more done just with a double yellow line. So that's either a solid double yellow line or a solid, then
Broken.
Yeah.
broken.
Skip. That's what we call it, skip.
Yes, that's it.
All right.
It is an engineering term, it is the specified.
Could I ask a quick question? Is that how, does LMIG allow that when the total price, I guess, exceeds or is less than what they allocated for the grant? Do you increase the contract price or do they decrease the grant amount?
We increased the contract price. So like the application we turned in was for $1.1 million.
Uh-huh.
And then they always kick it back. You don't ever know the actual amount you're going to get. Derek probably knows it's more of a specified formula. So we turn in a grant application of I've got the actual number over here, $1 million in. So we know our match is 30% to $235,000. So that's how we know that we have to spend at least the $305,000.
And it's 30% of the grant, not 30% of the total.
Right.
Okay.
Yep. That's what we do. Actually, we do all of our LMIG, anything we apply for LMIG. That's how we.
It seems like it wouldn't be written that way.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very
It
odd.
looks to me like it'd be the total, not the grant.
Yeah. Well, it's also odd to increase the contract price above the bid.
Well, I think you actually add roads to it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Add
you get
roads
value
to it,
for
Yes.
so you
Okay.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
the reason they based on the grant value is because if they did on the bid price and you decided, I just want to pay for that, you're not obligating the state additional money.
Okay.
Because the state, the state said, hey, this is how much money we got to give you, and you say, I'm doing this project, and it comes in this much, and we say, we won't do it anyway, we'll just pay for the balance with general fund.
Right.
Mhm.
That percentage is not based on the contract value, it's based on the grant value.
Yeah, I get that. I thought there was still a cap on the grant amount, but however they, yeah. Far be it from my country self to be questioning the DOT.
We say that every day.
I'm just glad we're able to get it.
And the LMIG formula is a weird animal unto itself. Lane miles, percentage of lane miles, and then population percentage
Yeah.
traced across
Yep.
the, all under what the state owns, so it's a weird formula. Anyway, I make a motion to approve. Kate's a good contractor, I'm not a problem with
I have a motion by Commissioner Doster, do I have a second?
that.
Second by Commissioner May. Any other discussion, gentlemen?
Change person.
Yes. Thank you, Dennis.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
It's nice to be able to have this kind of dialogue, it really is. Consider appointing Aaron Hall for the District 5 representative on the Recreation Advisory Board.
Make a motion to approve Mr. Aaron Hall. He is here in attendance tonight. I'll wait till a second and.
Second.
For those that don't know Aaron, he is a, born and raised, young man here, him and his wife. They have a young daughter. He grew up with his multitude of brothers here playing ball. He's worked at the rec department in the past, and, looking forward to having a younger person that, in the community wants to step up and do their civic duty, so appreciate you, Aaron.
So I have a motion by Commissioner Doster, second by Commissioner Chandler. Any discussion, gentlemen?
I do just want to note that this term, it's not a 4-year term, because the seat has sat vacant for a year, so the term will actually expire the 31st of 2026, December 31st.
3 years. Okay, all right.
Yes.
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 Thank you, young man. You got a lot in front of you because there's a lot going on at the rec department right now. A lot of big decisions got to be made. Sat through a meeting yesterday, last week or early last week on Parks and Recs. You need that thought process. Thank you, young man. Appreciate it. Well, we've reached through this pretty good. Road updates, gentlemen.
And so, for conversation with you and Derek, everything's being sensitive.
Stagecoach Way. We'll look at
Stagecoach Way, all right, what you wanna look at?
the condition of the road, some potholes and stuff like that.
There's very few, very few. We just scraped those, just recently. Stagecoach Way is one of those that's not gonna go away till you pave it. There is some ditching issues, there's some narrow banks on that road. That is where the potential tornado went through. There's a lot of trees down. The majority of the trees that belong to us is up. The ones that come off of somebody's private property that we had to clear to get the road open has been laid back over on the private property. But the road, I'll be more than happy to ride it, but just for the information for the folks on Stagecoach Way, that we have, that road is a lot better than the majority of them. I know they're probably ringing your phone off. We'll take a look, but I got a good feeling that we're not gonna find much.
I just want to give it the same look at with everybody else.
Absolutely, sir. Anyone else?
Not any particular road, but I want to make sure the road department's starting to look at a policy on roads like HB Chandler that's just constantly needs attention because there's nowhere for the water to go. And, sooner or later, we're going to have to work with those property owners and pull some ditches and cut back some fence line. And it's just.
So we have, and I'm right.
And I know the guys do a good job when they're called to get out there, but until we ever get a chance to get ahead of stuff like that, we're just going to always be behind. We're
going to need to develop a policy, and I'm sure it's going to come across Mr. Pruitt's desk. We have Langford Cary Road, HB Chandler Road, and potentially Young Harris Road. We're going to close the road. We're going to make a turnaround. Abandon the road. And the reason, there's a reason.
We need to look at Kirk Langford too, as far as just what's that through road. I mean, it's not as bad as Langford Cary, but Kirk Langford. So
what we got with HB Chandler, just for the public knows, is you're if I'm sitting in the middle of the road, your right-hand side and your left-hand side is higher than the road. There's nowhere for water to go. We have 150 acres to your left, which is your low drain point. That somewhere in the middle of that 150 acres, there's multiple beaver dams. The guy lives in Atlanta. He don't have a way to bust the dams. He could care less about the dams. So with a heavy enough rain, it floods the road, becomes dangerous. We already, back in a temporary reason, for our temporary purposes, we went in and put school bus turnarounds so they would not cross that low bottom. But that low bottom, if we build a bridge, it won't be long until it's going to come up with it, and we'll build another bridge. It's just one of those roads that was cut in too low. Raising the road up is a temporary fix at a very expensive fix. Langford Cary, same situation. It's a liability from an insurance standpoint. It goes nowhere. It's just a cut through, but we are going to have to develop some kind of policy as to what we can and what we cannot afford to maintain. But I'll be more than happy to get right on that, Derek, but we'll look at the other two also that you are referring to. I come down HB Chandler, not HB Chandler, I come down Langford Carey, Young Harris this afternoon going to AC Carey and Timberlane. That road has actually got a good bed in it, but it's a prescriptive easement. It's not a county road, but we have to maintain it because it's a prescriptive easement. But yet you got Forge Creek, so.
There's several of those, Langford, Carey, Young Harris, both are just very, very lightly used, they end up being.
A dumping ground.
Yeah.
They end up being a trash pit for folks that want to go down and throw their trash in, and old tires and mattresses and furniture. I will say, we still got trail cams, we're gonna catch you, and you are coming to court, and it is gonna be expensive. They can note that. But yes, sir, Derek, we'll see what we can come up with.
Need to check it, Howard, need to check Crab Hollow Road.
Okay.
At the new box culvert.
Mm-hmm.
The beavers have stopped the box culvert up, but water's backing up on the other side.
All right. Now, I wanted just to justify what I just said. It's very hard from this office and Christina's in the road department to try to take, to be able to keep the property taxes as low as we can possibly keep them, but yet still fund the services that we need to fund. So therefore, sometimes I don't want to come across the wrong way to the public, thinking I'm just looking to close roads to keep them maintained. That's not it. It's just we have to be smart about spending the money when we are on a limited budget. We created a limited budget trying to save the stresses of taxpayer property tax. So, that being said, any other roads I want to write down, guys? All right. Asphalt paving systems has completed Bryce Landing, Booger Hill Road, and East Commerce Road from Highway 106 to Lucky Jones Road, AC Carey Road, Macedonia Church Road. We thought was going to be complete. Turns out this afternoon they run out of material, so Macedonia Church Road is 90% complete, not 100%. Timber Lane Drive and River Court is complete. Good. APS plans to complete the remainder roads with weather permitting. Temperature must be above 45 degrees for 3 nights in a row. We're going into a cool spell. We shut down today due to the temperatures tomorrow and the potential rain. Best we can tell on a 10-day outlook, it'll be about 10 days before they come back, before we can get a warm-up to try to get these last couple of roads done. The roads that's not completed is,
Transco Road, Bishop Carey Road.
Well, I wanted to say this first. The remaining roads only need micro seal, means the blacktop coating. Transco Road has gravel, Bishop Carey, Norman Dove, Farm Road, Brickyard Extension, and Matico Drive. The only roads that really hasn't been touched is Brickyard Extension and Matico. The rest of them has started the process, but weather is not working with us. I do apologize for that because I stated that we would be done September 1st. The contractors got pushed back due to being stuck in Tennessee with bad weather. And by the time they got to us, we had a very short window. They did work all week, and they did work all weekend. They've been pulling 12, 14 hours a day, Saturday and Sunday, to try to get us completed as of today. But we do feel like if we got 4 days, we think we can be done. Is that right, Christina?
Yes.
Okay.
Take over by the end of the weekend, and the next week.
Yeah. So again, please watch out. Every morning I've answered phone calls about this gravel surfacing on the road. Obviously that's step 1 and 2 of the paving process. 3 and 4 is liquid. People's got to be mindful. When I go down Booger Hill Road and folks are running 60 on gravel, I don't know if you normally run 60 on a dirt road, it's just gravel, but your gravel that you're throwing up from your tires is going to hit the guy that's on Cummings windshield. Have a little compassion for the guy you're meeting in the road. It's a 15-mile-an-hour speed limit. that's not something we're gonna enforce, that's something we're recommending, to take care of your own vehicle, not, again, the oncoming traffic. Moons Grove Church Road has received 1 coat of micro seal and will receive another coat of micro seal next week, weather permitting also, which I do think is gonna be 10 days out. Peak pavement marking will begin striping the 140 lane miles. This will consist of WL line on 111 county roads. All box drains and cross drain culverts have been installed on Lim Edwards Road. The road department is working on seeding and shoring the backfill areas along the road and construction clearings. 2 box culverts and 6 drain culverts has been installed. Roadside mowing crews are in Pocatello area, Pokey area, and the other crews are in the Hull area. This is a full right-of-way cutback for the end of the year. These crews should be completed around Thanksgiving. Please be cautious going around our mowing equipment. Old Royston project has been completed. The county road department cleared right-of-ways, widened the roadbed, installed cross drains, pulled ditches, and reconstructed the base of the road. If anyone wants to know what a gravel superhighway looks like, please look at Old Royston Road. That is what we are trying to transition all of our dirt roads to. Keep in mind, when you see a road that's that way, does not mean we're paving it. That's not part of the plan. Our plan is to get you a wide, safe, nice gravel dirt road. Gravel road, leave the dirt part out. Statements and remarks from citizens. Anybody have any questions or concerns or thoughts or anything else? Yes, ma'am.
Since I'm here, do I need to come over here?
No, go right ahead.
Since I'm here, what, on Rogers Mill Road,
Okay.
what kind of trucks are eligible to go up and down that road? Is there a law against Walmart trucks? You know, y'all keep our road good, but it doesn't stay very long, because they use it as a cut through from 106 to 98. And I just wondered, is there any rule, anybody knows, is there any rule about the great big, loaded trucks coming through?
I'm pretty sure that's a no-through road, and there's also a weight limit on that road.
There is.
It is 20,000, no?
It is not capable of, it's not rated for fully
I
loaded
just
trucks.
wondered, and there's another trucking company and several other companies that, we have 2 businesses, on the road, and they have to come through there, but the others, I didn't know if there was anything to be done about that, or it happens frequently enough, so.
That was actually, Rogers Mill was on a list of roads that we requested additional signage for no-through trucks to be posted, and we requested the sheriff's department to provide us a little bit more coverage there, but it's a catch-22. We've got to have the signage up first that it's for no-through trucks before the sheriff's department can address it. And the other side of it, Michael did say that he would contact the Department of Public Safety, because with the bridge posted down there, and I believe it is currently, the truck is supposed to stop there, because they know the weight when they leave the Walmart distribution centers of what's on that vehicle. And Michael said that he would request that the PSC also monitor the ends of the road.
It used to be on there. There used to be a sign.
There is still. It should be at the end of the road. That's becoming a bigger issue countywide.
It is. So with higher fuel prices, a lot of these companies, by law, they're supposed to travel state highways unless you've got an access point that you are making a delivery at, like a
I know
lumber
it saves
company.
gas,
Correct.
saves gas, that's fine.
But their primary route is state highways. I met today on Rogers Mill Road, I met one of those trucks, and the first thing I thought of was, why is he on this road? It's bad everywhere. And honestly, the no-through truck signs is just an access point for Sheriff Moore to be able to potentially write a ticket, because they can't read. They just can't, and they don't want to. It happens a lot in Colbert and in Hull, because they're trying to cut off going to Athens Tech to get to the east side of Athens, so they'll run those back roads.
I think they just ignore it.
They do.
Hoping they're not gonna
They do. And until we can get, not GDOT, but, the public safety officers. Yeah, those guys to start stopping, but they tell you that they're shorthanded too. So we keep our eyes out, we take names of the trucks, whatever we can get. If you see one going down it, get a truck name. So, yeah.
Don't listen to him.
No. Yeah.
Don't listen to Jim.
I would also like to thank the commissioners, for their support for our pilot mental awareness walk that we had.
That's why.
That was tremendous. It was, huge. And that is something that pilots, that's near and dear to our heart, that we work on a lot of time. But it was great, and there were so many companies in Madison County that contributed, and it was really great.
I forgot to mention that. So it wasn't this previous Sunday, it was Sunday before last. I have to look at the exact date. But there was a mental health walk. I was there, up here at the school track. I don't know how many people walked that day, but there was a bunch of them walking. We had vendors set up, for mental health through the Pilot Club. I think the Lions Club was part of it.
House School Anchor Club.
Anchor Club was there. Again, just another public turnout. It was amazing. They said it was the biggest one they've ever had. We keep topping these numbers. People are still getting involved in their community, and thank you for what y'all done up there that day. Miss Tammy Dalton.
Tammy's.
And Advantage was there, so it was a great turnout. Any other statements, remarks from the citizens? No? All right. Statements, remarks from commissioners? I think I've said enough.
Yesterday, on one of my little rambles, I had the opportunity to walk a ways down the, East Commerce Road, and the supervisor from APS, I don't know if he felt sorry for me seeing me walk or what, but he stopped, and I had the opportunity for someone to explain to me the process that they were using, and I think that we have made the right decision with this group, because we're doing something besides just paving over the potholes this time. And you know, I think the whole process, and when you hear it from the professional that does it, rather than observing it in the mornings and in the afternoons, it means a little bit more. And here again, I would encourage anyone that's driving on those roads to maintain the 15-mile-an-hour speed limit, particularly when the chip gravel is going down, because that stuff comes up pretty quick when somebody flies by. But it is an interesting process, and here again, I think we've made the right choice with the contractor and with the process we're using.
Dennis, I want to add to that. So I did talk to, again, I don't, all I'm hearing from the salesman. You know, the salesman always want to sell you something, but I actually spent some time like you did and went and talked to the operator of the machinery and said, how long have you been doing this? 20 years. I said, what do you think about it? This is the greatest thing ever. How much recall do you see on going back? And they said, you know, in lifespan wise, 8 to 10 years, which is basically asphalt. The only difference is you've done it at 1/3 of the cost. He said the ride is just as good. I talked to a flagger today and said the same thing. He said, I'm out of South Carolina. I'm down here doing this part. He said, man, he said, this is going to be the best thing that ever happened to your county. I've been doing this for all these years. So I keep hearing that same feedback. I'm not hearing it from the salesman. I'm hearing it from the guys that's putting the application down. So thank you, Dennis. Anybody else? Urgent matters, sir. No. Executive session to discuss real estate acquisition, personal matters, potential litigation, sir.
No, sir.
Commissioner Dawson.
Move to adjourn.
Thank you all.
I got it. Yes.